Hi everyone. Sitting under an olive tree. I wanted to leave a little live message. I'm thinking a lot about the fact that because we are, so many of us are going through post-traumatic stress disorder, we actually go through life in a constricted state. So we are stuck in our thoughts. We are not present in our body. That is why we cannot really receive the sensory information that is always available to us. So, for example, being in a beautiful location during summer, feeling warmth in our skin, enjoying food, enjoying light, enjoying conversations with other people will not be available to us when we are constricted, when we're disconnected from our bodies, because that's what trauma does. It disconnects us from our bodies. So we go through life fixated on these recurring thoughts that are mostly worries and concerns about future survival, future what will happen in the future. Hi everyone. I don't know, there are two people I see who are watching. I don't see who you are, but hello. So what I think is what I wanted to say for all of us who are in that sort of focused on our thoughts and disconnected from our body, the best way to heal that situation, to heal that focus on the thoughts, is to get as much as possible sensory information in. So really being in the present moment by taking in the sensory pleasures, whether it's really feeling the warmth of the air, or immersing yourself in water, whether it's bathtub or a sea or a river, and just allowing your nervous system to receive this information that's coming in the now. Same with food, right? Really taking the time to taste all the pleasure on the tongue with each bite. Feel the crunchiness. Allow yourself to witness the descent from your jaw into the throat, down the tract. All of these things are what keeps us in the present and what allows pleasure. Because so many of us are not in the present moment, we're not able to access that pleasure that is available to us. And the pleasure is what then affects our nervous system by relaxing it. When we're in the present moment, in the pleasure, we're receiving sensory information, our nervous system can relax. By contrast, when we're just stuck in our thoughts, we can be so stuck in our thoughts and really dissecting the delicious thought, even if it's not delicious, even if it's quite disturbing and even fear-producing. We're cut off from our bodies. We're not even able to receive the sensory information. We no longer see the summer. We no longer see the beautiful trees, the beautiful water, the tastes of the food that we're consuming, or conversations that are happening in the present moment. And we just perpetuate the disconnect from our body, and the only experience that we have is our relationship with our thoughts. So pleasure, sensory experiences, is an amazing way to heal our trauma by bringing our nervous system into the present moment, by allowing it to relax in the pleasure of the period of the now, right? And anytime we step into that pleasure, anytime we really allow our attention to go into the sensory pleasure or pleasures, we're out of our heads. I actually did it just now. I came out of my yoga class for some strange reason, concerned. The class wasn't strenuous enough to me get out of my head. So I went for my habitual swim, and I realized that I'm not even present. I'm in my head. So as soon as I was able to feel the cool water caressing all of my body, and I relaxed into the joy and the pleasure of it. By the time I remembered that I'm out of my head and I tried to return to that thought that was so addictive, I couldn't. I remembered the thought, but my attachment to it was gone because it was interrupted by the sensory pleasure that I was able to witness and enjoy. So I allowed the pleasure to penetrate me. I allowed the pleasure to penetrate my nervous system so that I was out of my mind for a few moments there. And when I remembered and I tried to get back into that thought, it didn't bring me the same satisfaction. And I realized that I interrupted the damn thoughts because I was so in the present moment and in the pleasure. So that's an exercise that I really, really recommend, especially for all of us who are in the summer now. There's so much joy. Hello, Zane. I just saw that you are the one who's watching, and there's someone else. So yeah, all of us who are in the summer, but even if you are in the winter, it really doesn't matter whether it's warm or cold. Anytime we allow our body and our nervous system to read that sensory information that's coming on in the live, right, in the now, it interrupts your obsessive thoughts. And that's an incredibly healthy practice to cultivate, because eventually that will become your new normal. And you will be, even if you do catch yourself in your thoughts, you will remember to go back into the senses. And as soon as that thinking pattern, that invasive cycle of thoughts is interrupted, you won't be able to get back to it quite in the same way. It won't feel the same because you've interrupted the cycle. So hopefully that was helpful. Happy Monday, everyone. I wish you a beautiful week. I'm going to go because I think I'm sitting in some kind of an ant hill because now I have them crawling all over me. I guess it works as a sensory experience, but it's something that I'd rather avoid. All right, everyone. Have a great week. I'll be back soon. Bye-bye.